Welcome back. Jazz Media 215. The only spot you know that gives you that real raw reaction.
You know what I'm talking about? And we here. We are going to have good vibes all around. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what
I
you're talking about.
literally said that twice. Anyway, listen, we here to have a good time. We're going to laugh. We here to connect with y'all. And we are literally going to walk this thing out.
Walk it out. But before we do, we need y'all to smash the like button. We need y'all to smash that subscribe button.
Yes.
And if you're feeling the vibes, if you feel my content, our content, please smash the share button, please. Now let's make it happen.
Let's get it poppin'.
Listen, guys, we back with another one with Tom MacDonald, right? This one, listen, I don't know what to expect. The title is called what, babe? What's the title called, babe? Let them know.
It's literally called If I Was Black.
If I Was Black. Listen, just because I know Tom, I know he got backlash for this one.
Mm-hmm.
So I need my hangover the gang just to tell me the backstory about this one.
Please
All right?
do.
What if he got backlash? What type of backlash did he get? What was they saying? Okay? I don't even know what to expect from this joint, but I kind of do. I kind of know there's a message somehow, some way.
Oh, the bar is set high.
Okay.
Always come with something heavy.
Yeah.
Always.
And it's probably controversial. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm ready. Hopefully. Because you just don't know what you're going to get with time.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because he might come off snapping on this one.
Yeah.
He might come off calm. He might come off on some country. You don't never know what you're going to get with him. All right? So, I'm curious and I'm real, excited to hear this one.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this was a song. I just happened to say, we're going to look at some Tom MacDonald Jones.
He about to snap in.
Then I said, let's look at this cat, baby. So Hangover Gang, y'all put this in the comments for us to do. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We giving y'all what y'all asked for.
Okay.
I'm a little nervous because
Me too.
I think he finna snap.
Yeah, he about to say something. You know what I mean? So you ready?
I'm ready, babe.
Let's get into it.
If I was black, probably wouldn't with anyone who's white, cause that slavery would honestly always be on my mind. If I was black, probably wouldn't ever wanna drive, cause if police pull me over, I might f*** around and die. If I was black, I won't lie, I'd be scared to walk at night. The whole neighborhood.
Hold up. Let's bring it back, baby.
This be crazy.
I was just about to say that. I was just about. You already know I was about to say that. How did it drop on that joint, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Listen, he set a hard bar. I mean, he set a nice little bar, right? He said, if I was black, I probably wouldn't be hanging out with no white people because what he say?
We gotta bring it back, baby.
I think he said because they he racist or cool stuff. It's something he said, but
he not racist though.
Yeah, we know he's not racist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he putting himself. So right now, when I see this first little opening line, that he putting himself in a black person, like you said, if I was black, he running it down, right? He running it down of what he sees as a white man and what he sees as how black people probably can take it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like he putting it. That's amazing. He putting himself in two people's shoes at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like he's putting himself. If I was black, so he's saying if I was black, like putting himself in the black people's shoes, but because he's a white man, he understands what the white side is thinking.
Oh yeah.
Like not all of them, but like some of them.
Oh,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
Right.
So he going to the narrative of these. Well, I'm thinking, it was only hot 2 seconds. We don't know what's going on.
Right.
Just from hot 2 seconds, you could take anything, But we gonna see though, man. like I said, man, he come with that message, man. That beat
bring
drop.
all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah, that beat drop on a third bar, second bar, boom.
I forgot where I was at, y'all. I was like,
let's go, yo. Let's go. You already know. Let's go, man.
If I was black, probably wouldn't with anyone who's white, cause that slavery would honestly always be on my mind. If I was black, probably wouldn't ever wanna drive, cause if police pull me over, I might around and die. If I was black, I won't lie, I'd be scared to walk at night. The whole neighborhood is tripping like I'm out committing crimes. I'd be pissed at all these cracker rappers singing about my life. Stole my music, stole my style, give it back, that is mine. If I was black, just look at the facts, we don't stand a chance. 1 in 3 is locked away, over half don't know they dad. See, white privilege ain't a money thing, but it's white people who are running things. Y'all benefit from your coloring, my pigment produce suffering. It's all white pride, white power, white lies, white houses, white guys, whitewashing. My brothers, my sisters, my culture while I'm watching. If I was black, I'd probably hate myself from they say. Racism made me racist, and I am not the one to blame. Hey, y'all won't say it to my face. In the circles you feel safe. Y'all been using words they make.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
oh, man, I couldn't wait.
That was hot.
I was waiting for the next pause break, yo.
Okay.
Listen, to hear, first of all, I take my hat off because it's never a comfortable topic to talk about, like racism, prejudice, discrimination. Like, it's never a comfortable conversation. Somebody is always uneasy when that topic is brought up, right? So for Tom, you know Tom, he ain't got no filter.
Nah, he don't.
He speaks his mind.
See, right was on his mind. It is what it is.
He speaks his mind. But for him, like my husband said, to be able to put himself in another person's shoes, right? He is showing, here go that empathy. Y'all know.
I was about to say that, yeah.
There go that empathy.
Yeah.
He is letting everybody know that it's okay to see things how somebody else is looking at it. You get what I'm saying? Like, we can be so caught up in our response, you get what I'm saying, that we don't take the time to understand the initial act.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I can be like, man, these people so racist, right? But I don't even understand why they did what they did. That's making me call them racist. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, the topic is black people. I'm just gonna say it. The topic, y'all, I'm black. All right. Like, I just want to make y'all comfortable.
Yeah.
We're gonna point out the obvious.
Yeah.
All right, but he's basically saying, for a black man, right? If I'm walking down the street, of course I'm going to be thinking about these white cops and how they might pull me over, and I could possibly end up in a situation that ain't too fun. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something, right? And the reason why he can do that, because he understands they still suffer from trauma, right? Trauma of what they heard, trauma of what they seen, trauma of their ancestry, trauma of their history. It's still trauma, that they're going through. So he's saying basically, like, he understands. And because he understands, he can rap about it and flip it and then talk about it like it was him. That's why he understands the whole situation. That's why he said, if I was black. And he giving you the rundown why, because he understands, black people feel a certain type of way, right?
Yeah.
The ones that are still hurt, right? The ones that's still dealing with,
right.
You know what I mean? Like that. So, what I hear, like my wife said, was empathy. He has to have empathy to even think about going down a lane like this.
Yeah.
Right? You have an understanding if you want to go down a lane like this, right? And what he's doing is he's bringing recognition, or he's bringing to light how things are, right? And yeah, that's what I got for right now. Like, it's still there, but I can't form it. I don't want to take too long. It's gonna come back. When it comes back, I'll reiterate. You know what I'm saying? So when he comes on, he say, right? If I was black, I probably wouldn't have white people as friends, right? Because of everything that happened. Right?
He's definitely talking about hurt. That's
what I'm saying. So right there, he's saying like, because black people are hurt, right? They're now living in fear of first not wanting to be friends with someone because you never know what's gonna happen. Second of all, they're even scared of the police because of they think they're gonna die, so they move a certain way, right? And I'm saying that he understands the part of that, but it gets deeper because we still gotta be accountable, right? Black people still gotta be accountable of the whole situation of saying, why are you really scared, right? Mm-hmm. If you're doing the right thing. Now, I can see, I ain't talking about every black, but I'm just talking about in general for the ones that, give police a hard time. Like, I grew up giving police a hard time, right? Mm-hmm. So now that adds to the level of fear. Mm-hmm. So you throw on top of that the trauma of, past history with the integration of you like the police. Yep. Now you're getting hostile. Mm-hmm. So now it's like, oh man, you know what I mean? So it's added on.
You could take that even as far as talking about the topic of white privilege. Like, why do you think people have white privilege?
Yeah.
Do you think that you are unable to attain higher heights if you really put in the work and the effort that somebody else of any other skin complexion does? You get what I'm saying? Like any other ethnic background? I mean, if everybody puts the hard work in, can we not attain the same positions? I don't know. Can we not reach the same goal? I don't know.
And that's why we have to be healed as human, as a human society, right? Not just I'm gonna go throw it in both, like everybody, right? Mm-hmm. If you're not healed from trauma, if your mentality is not sharp and healed, then you're gonna be feeling like that.
Right.
You already gonna feel like a victim.
You can't win. Like you stuck.
Yes.
But yo, we might be talking too soon. We might be talking out of turn. This only the first couple seconds
I know this
of the video.
Yeah.
And we already in deep thought over here. So vibe with us.
We want to ride this out, man.
Let us know if we going in the complete wrong direction.
Yeah. Okay. It gets deep though. It gets deep, man. Let's go, Tom. Let me hear it, son, Tom.
I be scared to walk at night. The whole neighborhood is tripping like I'm out committing crimes. I be pissed at all these cracker rappers singing about my life. Stole my music, stole my style, give it back, that is mine. If I was black, just look at the facts. We don't stand a chance. 1 in 3 is locked away. Over half don't know they dead. See, white privilege ain't a money thing, but it's white people who are running things. Y'all benefit from your coloring. My pigment produce suffering. It's all white pride, white power, white lies, white houses, white guys, whitewashing. My brothers, my sisters, my culture while I'm watching. If I was black, I'd probably hate myself from they say. Racism made me racist, and I am not the...
Now we gotta bring that back one more time.
Racism made me racist.
Yeah, racism made me... You know what that means, right? That's a hard bar right there.
Racism made me racist.
That's a hard bar. So what do you think?
It sound like automatic deflection.
Racism make you racist?
Yeah, it sound like no accountability. I mean, I might be wrong. Basically, people treating me how they treating me made me want to treat people and make assumptions of other people. So I'm basically deflecting the fact that I am racist.
All right, so I'm asking you this then.
Because how people are treating me.
So I'm asking you this then. I say it like that. I'm asking you this. So what happened if someone who was born that way, was born into that, like they don't know, right? Mm-hmm. So, but all they hear is, white people, they get privileged, white people this, that, and third, you never get a job because the white man, don't like you and that.
I was born in that era.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, like, when he said racism made me racist, is that not the way he's talking about? Or can that be what he's talking about?
It can be, and I think it is what it is, but everybody doesn't fall into that category.
No.
Everybody don't. Some people rise to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you grow. You get some wisdom, and you grow. You learn that people ain't perfect, right? And you learn that you don't have to be the way somebody else is. And you learn that along with empathy, along with understanding, you know, somebody may really be conditioned that way. And it's not 100% their fault that they were conditioned that way. You get what I'm saying? It may be literally within
part of the system.
fault. Exactly. Part of it was what was embedded in them. So they lived it to the fullest. I can't hate now because that is who that person became. You extend grace. One thing about me is I'm not going to look at somebody else and I'm going to point the finger and say, wow, that is just, oh my God, y'all is just out of control. Because Sine got her stuff too. Ain't nobody on this planet perfect. I'm trying to figure it out just like the next person trying to figure out. What I can do is be changed. What I can do is show what I expect. Show what my standard is. Show what is okay for me. And if I don't like something, just speak on it.
Okay.
If I can't speak on it, if y'all making me feel like y'all don't want to hear what I gotta hear, suck it.
Oh. So I'm gonna bring it back.
You might take that out.
Yeah, we're gonna bring it back so we can hear the full context. Cause he said it at the end when I was trying to be honest. I wanna hear the full context of what he was saying. I mean what he of the whole bar, okay? Let's get it. Plus the other stuff he was saying. I definitely had to hear all that when he was saying.
Music stole my style, give it back, that is mine. If I was black, just look at the facts. We don't stand a chance. 1 in 3 is locked away. Over half don't know they dad. See, white privilege ain't a money thing, but it's white people who are running things. Y'all benefit from your coloring. My pigment produce suffering. It's all white pride, white power, white lies, white houses, white guys, whitewashing. My brothers, my sisters, my culture while I'm watching. If I was black, I'd probably hate myself from they say. Racism made me racist, and I am not the one to blame. Hey, y'all won't say it to my
I am not the one to blame.
But that's before that though, right? He said my pigmentation produces suffering.
Walk it out.
So no, I'm just saying like that's so right there. If you was black and you thinking that your pigmentation produces suffering, you already in a losing mind state.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
You're already in a losing mind state because you're looking. Listen, I'm gonna be humble, right? I'm gonna be 100% real with y'all, authentic. I used to tell people like, yo, man, you know, you already a black man in America. You already got a strike against you. You need to, you know, you can't afford to take no L's, right? And I was wrong. You know why I was wrong? Because I already gave them a crutch. I handed them a handicap so they can use. You know what I'm saying? So I helped them with that mindset of a victim, right?
I remember that.
Yeah. So,
I remember when that conversation took place.
Yeah,
and then you caught yourself and you took it back.
I had to take it back because I'm like, that's not being accountable. You know what I'm saying? That's not being. Now you're going at the goal half-heartedly, right? Because you already feel as though you already defeated. Basically.
Exactly.
And I'm like, no, that's not. If you look at anything as an underdog, right? You're already in an underdog situation, right?
Right.
Because now you see this job right here that you want, right? It's right in your hands to achieve it, but you're gonna stop halfway or not put your all into it because you're gonna see a guy who got a lighter pigmentation than you. You gonna look at him like he gonna get it, and now guess what? You defeated. We can't have that mindset, right? You can't have a mindset of being lower than when God made all of us equal. We all God's children.
Every last one.
So for us to move forward, we have to first get the victim mentality out of our minds, right? We gotta stop looking at everyone else as in why you didn't achieve something or you didn't make it. You had to first look at your inside, look at you. All right? and say that I ain't get it because of I didn't put that work in like that.
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out when is it okay to start accepting somebody's morally incorrect behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And of course, we not talking about the what am I trying to say? We're not accepting it on no levels. That's what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. So even as a victim, right? And y'all see my air quotes for a purpose. Even as a victim, since when does it give you the right to behave in that same way?
Yeah.
Since when does it give you the clearance? So you mean to tell me it's an eye for an eye type of world?
Some people might believe that.
But we not the author or finisher or nothing.
Okay.
Like, I'm just trying to figure out. The only people I brought into this world was my kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out what gives me the right to think that I can put this persona, this character on because it was done to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I wasn't that person from the rip, then I shouldn't be that person even after the offense. The offense shouldn't change me. I should be me. Authentic, pure, real. You get what I'm saying? Like, I should be me. I shouldn't allow a situation, because that's all it is. It be a situation. It be that one circumstance, right? And it don't even last for your whole lifetime. It don't last for the lifetime. I should be the me that I was born to be. And I should be that me authentically until the day I'm no longer here. If something happens to me, then I should be able to be strong enough to voice and stand up. Like what Tom is doing right now, I should be able to say, I didn't like this. This is not how things should be. And literally provide an example for change. Maybe my example for change won't hit home for the world because of the times that we are living in, right? However, somebody heard it. The seed was planted. It's gonna harvest at some point. And I can't be mad that I'm not getting the results that I want to get right now and then put this persona of hate on because it was inflicted on me.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You know what's crazy though? This is much needed because when you hear so Tom is saying all these things, right? That's a lot of it's facts, right? About the dad. He said 1 in 3 baby dads are in jail or something like that, right? That should be a wake up call when you hear this.
Yeah.
So listen, because he painted a picture, like he said, the title of the whole song is "If I Was Black," right? If you was black, 1 in 3 kids, dads are in jail, right? That's not a good look. As a whole, he telling us though you need to pay attention. Like you need to like get yourself together. 1 in 3 of y'all dads are in jail, right? You're walking in fear, right? And you're saying because of your pigmentation you're suffering. So right there and then is letting you know where your mentality is at.
Right.
So we need to be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh snap! I look at it like a wake up. When you hear people talk and you listen to what they're saying and you listen to try to understand what they're saying, you then can move accordingly. You then can better yourself because you're hearing it clearly.
Right. That's what he sounds like. It's almost like, you know, a little kid when they go to their mentor and the mentor is like, listen, I was a kid too.
Yeah.
I was there too. You're not 100% alone. You notice I didn't say wrong, right? Because that's the problem with people today. We afraid to say that somebody is wrong. We what's the word I'm looking for? Because the word is not empathetic. It's what is the word, y'all? Help me out. What is the word? We are so crippling.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like we
enable.
Thank you. We're enablers. Don't be an enabler.
Yeah.
We're enablers. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because we so afraid to say, you know what, bro? Chill. Yeah, that ain't right. That ain't even the way. I get you.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why.
Mm-hmm.
But that ain't the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have to be. We gotta do better.
Yeah.
We gotta do better. Like
Yeah.
I know you was hungry. I know you wanted that snack, but it's not snack time.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta learn patience.
Mm-hmm.
There will be a time for you to get your snack,
Mm-hmm.
but if you endure, the reward will be plentiful.
Okay. I like that. But
y'all,
yeah, man.
y'all know I had to talk about snack. I got kids.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, like, we still got a whole lot of video left. I mean, we'll get back into it. But what y'all think at this, up to this point? Do y'all understand what we're saying? Do y'all understand what Tom is saying? What y'all perspective is? Put them in the comments. We want to grow. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Conversations like these, music like this, is a chance to help people grow together, right? Mm-hmm. We all know that music brings people together, right? But when you start exploring and are able to talk about the tight situations, you know what I mean, the stuff that's real touchy, sensitive, I mean, it's good, man, because then we can grow as a society. We can grow as humans. We can grow, I mean, and become more closer together, more tight knitted. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah, we want to hear everything. All right.
Yeah.
But let's get back into it, baby. Shall we?
Shall we?
Okay.
My culture while I'm watching. If I was black, I'd probably hate myself from they say racism made me racist, and I am not the one to blame. Hey, y'all won't say it to my face. In the circles you feel safe. Y'all been using words they made for us when we were slaves. Hey, wait, whoa. I know that was long ago. If I was black, I'd want my reparation money paid. If I was black, I'd take the police, I'd take the whole clan, I'd put holes in their sheets. If I was black, I put gold on my teeth. So if you think I'm broke, you will know when I speak. If I was black, it's my face on a T, R.I.P. underneath, on my name next to free. If I was black, I would die in these streets just to speak in my mind because I had a dream. If I was black. If I was black, probably wouldn't ever do my taxes. Why support a government that persecute my...
You say?
We gotta back this up again.
That was long ago. If I was black, I'd want my reparation money paid. If I was black, I'd take the police, I'd take the whole clan, I'd put holes in their sheets. If I was black, I'd put gold on my teeth. So if you think I'm broke, you will know when I speak. If I was black, it's my face on a T, R.I.P. underneath, on my name next to free. If I was black, I would die in these streets just to speak in my mind because I had a dream. If I was black, probably wouldn't ever do my...
That was a Martin Luther King bar right there. What you think about that whole thing?
You know, I'm laughing because sometimes we have so much to say before we've heard enough.
Okay.
You know, like, I'm listening to that hook, right? And I'm thinking more in the direction. Okay, maybe I'm not thinking more in the direction, but I'm going back to empathy.
Okay.
Let's go back to empathy. Vibe with me, y'all. So, he's saying everything that a black man would say. Right? But not, maybe it is because of the hurt, but it's more like now I know what's going to happen, or I can almost expect what might happen if I stand firm on what I believe. And I'm not afraid. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't hear fear at all in this hook. I don't hear fear. In fact, I'm hearing more of like, if I was black, this is what I would do because this is what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not like because I'm black, I gotta be a victim and now I'm racist because it was so much racism inflicted on me. Maybe that is a part of it. But there's another part in this mean hook, right? That's literally saying there's another side to that. Because you're black, you don't have to assume the role of racism because it was inflicted on you. In fact, you can rise above. Maybe these will be the consequences, but you can still rise above it. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like when you gotta do that hard thing that you don't want to do, but you know you have to do it. You get what I'm saying? Maybe one day I will be the result of something that makes me uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? Something that hurts. Maybe I will be a target. Okay? But guess what? I'm still gonna be here, and I'm still going to fight for what I believe in.
Yeah. And,
you know?
Yeah. Just piggyback off that last bar he said, right? If I was black, I'd probably die in the streets from speaking what I believe, right?
Yeah.
That reminds me of Martin Luther King. And what he's saying is that we have a voice, right? You have a voice. Yeah, you might, but you gotta be brave enough to speak that, to use your voice to speak out. You might die in them streets, but I'm gonna speak it out. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying like, and the reason why I say Martin Luther King, because Martin Luther King was about peace.
Right. He wasn't hostile.
Yeah, he did it. He did it that way. He did it like, I had a dream to bring everybody closer. I had a dream. So he basically telling everybody, like, if he do this, that, and the third, if he get past the pigmentation, right, we can be a great nation. You know what I'm
Together,
saying?
not just change and like expecting change from one race, but all together, like all the races included. Yeah. Because just because I'm Asian don't mean that I don't think Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Just because I'm Hispanic doesn't mean that I don't think white lives matter. Okay. You know, like all together, we all have to understand we're all important. We all matter. Like, like, and maybe because I do believe in that, I may get the bad end of the stick. Yeah. Maybe so. Yeah. But like we said earlier, the seed is planted. We don't always have to respond violently. We don't always have to respond with hate and hurt. We can literally be the change. You can literally be proud to be the problem. now we bringing up that song. Yeah. No, cause listen, like I said, I'm just trying to connect the dots, right? Yeah. So if you're speaking out, right, and using your voice to speak out, using your voice to try to bring people together, you're speaking about to bring peace amongst everyone, right? We speaking out to end all this pigmentation BS, right? The division of pigmentation, right? Nice catch, babe. Yeah. So people that don't want that to happen, look at you as you the problem. Yeah. And if I'm the problem, I'm proud to be the problem. If it's for a bigger cause to bring everyone together. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you could tie all these. I'm just tying everything together, you know, with the last song we just heard and this song. You know what I mean? Because like I said, Tom always has a message, right? And his message is always more so of unifying people, right? Showing of having what's the word I'm looking for? Acting out on empathy or producing empathy or producing consideration for others. You know what I'm saying? It's a peaceful front. Yeah. Yo, it's only one person that I can think of that can put on a peaceful front with a tough attitude. Like, how, Tom? Yeah. I understand. I mean, how Sway that line? Oh, how Sway? How Sway? It might be over. We can make a new today. How How is it that he can? And I know that proud to be a problem, right? is new.
Yeah.
This is not as new as Proud to Be a Problem. But when you, and I only heard a couple of times.
It's like 5 years old, I think.
Right. And I only heard a couple of songs. I didn't hear all your songs, Tom. I'm on my way. I'm working my way up. But listen, what I'm saying is, like my husband said, actually, there is a way to tie all of his songs together. If I heard this before Proud to Be a Problem, I would have came to that.
Yeah.
Like I get. Tom, you make sense.
Yeah, man. I mean, he that boy. That's what I'm saying. And a lot of people hate on it because they can't understand his messages. Yeah. Or they do understand his messages, but they just don't want him to, you know.
They feathers got ruffled.
Yeah, they don't want him. They don't want him to spit the truth.
It.
Yeah.
Take it down.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear it.
Yeah.
Haters.
Haterade. All right. Let's get back into that. Let's get back into it. Ready?
Yes.
Oh, if I was black, I'd want my reparation money paid.
If I was black, I'd take the police, I'd take the whole clan, I'd put holes in their sheets. If I was black, I'd put gold on my teeth. So if you think I'm broke, you will know when I speak. If I was black, it's my face on a T, R.I.P. underneath, on my name next to free. If I was black, I would die in these streets just to speak in my mind because I had a dream. If I was black.
If I was black, probably wouldn't ever do my taxes. Why support a government that persecute my blackness? Or pay the wage of law enforcement putting us in caskets? Or help to build the prisons that we trapped in?
If I was black, I'd be mad. People glorify the trap while we dying every day, fighting for everything we have. It ain't diamond chains and racks, this a systematic plan. They put us in the ghetto, gave us HIV and crack. If I was black, I'd hate America, appropriate my character, and sell it to Caucasians who wish they were from my area. If I was black, I wouldn't give a about the greater good. My grandma can't afford a rent, y'all gentrified our neighborhood. Our lives matter, so stupid, y'all hijacking our movement.
Hold on, man. We gotta bring this back. I'm sorry. He said some stuff right here that we want to hear one more time before I speak on it, okay?
Blackness, or pay the wage of law enforcement putting us in caskets, or help to build the prisons that we trapped in.
If I was black, I'd be mad. People glorify the trap while we dying every day, fighting for everything.
What?
I mean, just the imagery of when two black kids being pulled over. I don't know if, well, technically they're not pulled over, stopped by the police, right? Because they're not in the car. And the young boy went to go reach in his pocket for his phone. And the phone was on the ground in his hand. Basically, I'm assuming it was implying that he was shot. These are real life events that are happening.
And you know what's crazy though? See, Tom he doing both sides, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you how he's doing both sides. Some people, right, some white people, right, in America don't understand why people are, or they claim they don't understand why. They might not know why, you know what I'm saying? They might not know why a lot of people are mad or angry or why they want to do the things they're doing, right? So what Tom doing is bringing to light, he's saying, why, if I was a black woman, pay my taxes because, you know, to a system that, you know,
that doesn't support me.
Yeah, right?
I support a system that don't support me.
Exactly.
He's bringing everything to light.
Yes. And now then like you just mentioned right here, with the young kid, you know, reaching in his pocket for his phone and get killed. You know what I'm saying? So what he doing is he's letting you know, like, all right, you wonder why they mad? This is why they mad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So first he talking to the black folks and saying like, yo, you need to get our acts together, right? He's like, yo, you got too many y'all in jail, right? You're not there for your kids, right? And if you want to do something, you need to use your voice to do it, right? And had to take that same mentality as like you gonna ride or die.
There's a better way.
Take the ride or die approach, right? The ride or die attitude, but take it with the peaceful Martin Luther King approach. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then he telling the white folks like, yo, you wanna know why they mad? This is why these guys are mad. People getting people getting killed by the police, right? They paying taxes to they feel as though to a system that does not. To a system that don't support them. You know what I'm saying?
Shoved in the ghetto, getting drugs, HIV. I heard it all.
And then the trap music, like y'all glorifying this trap music, but we hear some killing each other trying to survive through this thing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So he painting the picture. He's so creative.
Yeah.
Right. That if you're not looking, or you looking with prejudgment, or you looking with biased eyes, you're gonna miss the whole message.
Yes.
And he's going to both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know
so
what I mean?
that we can see it.
Yes. Yep.
So that we can observe it.
Yep.
It's not just a one-sided situation.
Mm-hmm.
Racism was never one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
Racism was never one race hates another race.
Mm-hmm.
That's not just racism.
Mm-hmm.
Racism is two or more. You get what I'm saying? It takes two to tango, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't have a war with just one person.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have a war with just, you get what I'm saying? One perspective. You need more than one.
Yeah,
it's two or more.
Yeah.
So he's bringing both of these sides. You know, the hot topic of racism is always black and white, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we probably gonna do that John too, black and white.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is he's bringing everything to the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying, look, it's more than just what you think it is. Look.
Yeah.
Observe. This is your side. This is their side. Now it's all spilled out.
Now you both gotta be accountable.
Look. Now what you going? But what's next?
Yes. Yep.
What you gonna do now? Now that you, first of all, you came into the game knowing how you felt.
Yeah.
Now that you know why somebody else feel the way that they feel, what's next?
Exactly. Yep. I like this, man.
I can't wait to hear the rest of the song. Because I want to know what's next.
Yo. Tom, did it again, Tom. You did it again. Created another banger, man. How you do it, I do not know. But it's a gift. A very appreciated gift.
Man, you had to take time writing these lyrics.
Okay.
Like, you had to take your time.
Yeah. But let's get back into it, though, babe.
I'm ready.
To wage of law enforcement putting us in caskets or help to build the prisons that we trapped in.
If I was black, I'd be mad. People glorify the trap while we dying every day, fighting for everything we have. It ain't diamond chains and racks, this a systematic plan. They put us in the ghetto, gave us HIV and crack. If I was black, I'd hate America, appropriate my character, and sell it to Caucasians who wish they were from my area. If I was black, I wouldn't give a about the greater good. My grandma can't afford a rent, y'all gentrified our neighborhood. Our lives matter, so stupid, y'all hijacking our movement. Black lives matter cause we losing innocent youth to police shootings. If I was black, the only role models I'm shown is the rich black rappers pushing guns and drugs and hoes. Yeah.
Hey, y'all won't say it to my face. In the circles you feel safe. Y'all been using words they made for us when we were slaves. Hey, wait.
What's up, babe?
I mean, this right here, y'all won't say it to nobody's face. So, like how we were saying, everybody always running away from these sensitive topics. But the only way to get healing and to break free from toxic cycles is to literally expose it. Mm-hmm. When you expose conversations like this, healing is literally waiting on the other side. Mm-hmm. Unless you're totally and completely in a mindset where you're not trying to change. You want to barrel yourself in hurt and hate.
Yeah.
Because when you expose things, you get enlightened.
You know what's crazy though? You also have to, like I keep saying, I keep coming back to this word too. You also have to be ready to be accountable for for this thing that you've done wrong, right? Mm-hmm. If you're not ready to admit and face and come up with solutions of things that have gone wrong on both parties, then where is the compromise going to come? Where is the growth going to come? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because black people, right? I really don't know too much about the history. I gotta look into it. But they, like he said about bringing heroin and coke and all that into the community, and messing up the whole community, right? Mm-hmm. Then you have like welfare too. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I don't even know he mentioned that. He might mention. I don't know. We got a lot more in the song, but that too. So it's like, all right. So you're destroyed. So a lot of black people feel like the government destroyed our community, right? Destroyed everything we have, right? So Tom's saying, yeah, he's saying in this song about if I was black, he said, if I was black, son, because of the crack and heroin that you put in our community, right?
Well, he said, yeah, he brought up, because we were placed in the ghetto,
mm-hmm.
giving crack
mm-hmm.
and HIV.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah.
Right? I feel like I'm missing something else. Yeah. But I know he said those three things. But I definitely know I'm missing something. And we can bring it back, yo.
You want to bring it up? Yeah, we're going to bring it back real fast because he just saying what's really been happening, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people are ignorant to the fact, right? About all these things.
Yeah.
So people are angry, yes, at things that happen to the community, right? But it should be, that was years and years and years and decades ago, right? We should be evolving from that right now. Like, I'm not saying like sweep it on the rug. I'm saying both parties, both sides should have been already had this thing working, whereas then now we overcoming that.
I mean, if you think about it, you know how old you are. Everybody that's watching this live, you know how old you are. Mm-hmm. If you have kids, you know how old your kids are. You're not going to be here forever. Mm-hmm. Your kids are going to be here long after you. Mm-hmm. I pray, you know, I pray that everyone's children are here long after them. Mm-hmm. And then I pray that their children are here long after them. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So at some point, nobody is thinking, I don't want them to have to live. You're not going to be here forever. Mm-hmm. Your kids are going to be here after you, and then their kids are going to be here long after them. Mm-hmm. So at some point, when are we going to start thinking, we don't want to live in a world that's filled with all this hate, all this racism, all this discrimination? When are we going to start not thinking about ourselves being victims? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And look at the greater picture. Look at the broader perspective. Mm-hmm. It's bigger than me. Yeah. It's bigger than my husband. Yeah. It's like we have kids. You get what I'm saying? I don't want them to have to struggle or experience some things that people in my generation had to struggle and experience. Mm-hmm. I want them to be able to live a life with more love. Yeah. More peace. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? A better experience.
More understanding.
So, the only way that that's going to happen, though, is if I start the change. Yes. You get what I'm saying?
Yes. 100% agree. We have to be the change. We have to start now. We can't wait. All right? As parents, that's our duty. Our duty is to train our children up in the way that they should go, so when they get older, they don't depart from it, right? Mm-hmm. But if they don't see us doing anything, then who's to say they gonna be the ones to do it, right? We have to lead. We have to be the leaders. It takes a village to raise children. It takes us as a whole society. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, I already told a story about when I was a young boy and I thought, all white people was racist. And guess when I was drowned on 2 different occasions and I got saved by a white male both times on the 2 separate occasions. And I was a young boy at the time. Mm-hmm. So that left a big impression on me. That made me see that, no, all white people is not racist. So we got bad apples in every race, every culture is bad apples, right?
That's a good point.
But we can't allow the bad apples to outweigh the good ones. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Pluck them out.
Yeah. We gotta weed them out. You know what I mean? If you had weed growing in your grass, what you gonna do?
Pluck it up. You ain't gonna leave it there. You know
what I'm saying? So that's the same mindset we're supposed to have today. All right, we gotta overcome. Mm-hmm. All right, we can't allow people to who are evil, who have negative mindsets
and
to agendas to be the front runners for us as a people. Yeah. And I ain't just talking about black people. I'm talking about all people. When I say people, I mean people. I mean the human race.
Human being.
Okay? That's what we talking about here.
Yeah.
And this is why I feel Tom music so much, man. Because not only he got me bopping, not only he got me grooving, but he got me thinking. He's allowed me to use the biggest muscle I got on my body, which is my brain.
And my man got muscles, y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I just love. I mean, I know we spend a lot. Listen, one thing about us, we like messages, right?
Yeah.
And we like to talk. We like to dig deep dive into. This ain't the regular your regular reactors reaction channel. You know what I'm saying? We react differently. You know what I'm saying? We react to what you're saying. Not just the music, not just the bopping. Yeah, that's good too. Mm-hmm. But it's more important to get the understanding, especially when somebody is speaking like this.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when somebody is speaking like this. So listen, if you don't like it, you don't like how I'm talking, you don't like how I break stuff down, you don't like how we react.
Proud to be a problem.
I'm sorry to say, but this might not be the channel for you. And I say respectfully, I say with love, because people need to hear this thing. When you got stuff like this, it goes deeper than music.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
What's that saying? Sorry, not sorry?
Yes. Okay? But let's get into it, man. Hangover gang, let's get into it. You know how we do.
Let's finish this.
Okay?
Changing racks, this a systematic plan. They put us in the ghetto, gave us HIV and crack. If I was black, I'd hate America, appropriate my character, and sell it to Caucasians who wish they were from my area. If I was black, I wouldn't give a about the greater good. My grandma can't afford a rent, y'all gentrified our neighborhood. Our lives matter, so stupid, y'all hijacking our movement. Black lives matter cause we losing innocent youth to police shootings. If I was black, the only role models I'm shown is the rich black rappers pushing guns and drugs and hoes. Yeah.
Hey, y'all won't say it to my face. In the circles you feel safe. Y'all been using words they made for us when we were slaves. Hey, wait, whoa, I know that was long ago. If I was black, I'd want my reparation money paid in full.
If I was black, I'd take the police, I'd take the whole clan, I'd put holes in their sheets. If I was black, I'd put gold on my teeth. So if you think I'm broke, you will know when I speak. If I was black, it's my face on a T, R.I.P. underneath, on my name next to free. If I was black, I would die in these streets just for speaking my mind because I had a dream. If I was black,
you'd attack when I say I'm proud, cause you're mad that you ain't allowed.
If I was black,
y'all ever tried to take me down? One fist in the air, I would stay my ground.
If I was black, I'd take the police, I'd take the whole clan, I'd put holes in their sheets.
I'm sorry, but this is another hook that I love, okay? Another hook that I love, man, because he got it right. And it makes you think, alright? I can take this a lot of different ways, right? Like, and it's all to do better, right? Here we is, we claim you think we broke, but we got all this gold in our teeth that we could be using to build properties. We can be using to, you know what I'm saying, like to build back up our community, but put it in our mouths.
I get you.
You know, yeah, but we can take it all. Like, yeah, that's cool. You know, we like to stunt and all that, but what's the bigger picture? How is that building our society, our community? You know what I'm saying? We put too much into materialistic things that's gonna be gone tomorrow. All right, I'm just saying.
But there's actually more I know.
You already know, babe.
Like, how can you say I don't like this, but don't do nothing to change it?
Thank you.
How can you say that hurt, but don't speak up? How can you say I don't want my kids to have to live in a world like this, but you're not doing nothing that's gonna have any real effect for their future?
Yeah, no give back.
You instead you engaging in nonsense, hate talk. I mean, what really is that only going to do? I mean, we're really what good is that going to do? It's only going to fuel more hate. It's only going to produce more violence. At some point, somebody has to do something different and rise. You can't inflict the same behavior. Because now I'm going back to the first verse. I mean, the first flow. Yeah, I think it was a verse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I can't deflect and be like, I don't like racism. But because I don't like racism, now I'm racist towards all the people that's racist.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
That is the most. I'm hot and cold at the same time. Like,
yeah, I mean, you should want to be the change. Why would if somebody? I mean, maybe it's maturity, right? Maybe you know, people don't get into, you know, they get older or something. But for the ones that get it when they're young, shout out to you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, because why would you ever want to stoop to someone else's level? I understand you. Sometimes we get emotional, right?
Hmm?
But this is the main reason why you should never act on your emotions, right?
Yeah.
Because when you act on your emotion, you do irrational things, right? What I mean by that, what I mean is, because someone is racist towards you and you don't like it, so now you stoop down to their level and you become what? Racist towards them. But you on cover, you said you prejudiced something. Like, you know, you try to clean it up, but it is what it is.
It is
you know
what
it
is.
So I challenge people, you know, to not be. If you want to do better, I mean, you want to see better, you gotta do better. You gotta be the change that you want to see.
I agree.
It takes courage, right? It takes to be brave. You gotta stand out on your own sometimes, right? But if you really want that to happen, that's how only we can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. It's days that I be wanting to spaz out. You know what I'm talking about?
But, we're human.
Yeah, but as a child of God, I gotta learn self-control. I gotta learn to turn the other cheek. You know what I mean? And that don't make you a chump. For those who think you a chump, that don't make you a chump. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes more strength to walk away from someone, to understand the BS when it comes your way, to think about what you can do to prevent stuff, right? Than it is to just act in your emotions. Why would I stand there? All right, let's take the cops for instance. The police pull you over, right? You might not know what you done wrong. You just thinking like, wait, pull me over for. Now he come at you with an attitude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you can act one of two ways. The good way to do is to make sure that you present yourself, right, as non-threatening.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta remember, he dealing with a life-threatening job every day. Every day he gets up, his life is in danger, right? So you want to put him at ease, right? So you want to be level-headed all the time, right? And you gotta understand that if I'm level-headed, if I present myself in a non-threatening way, 9 times out of 10, this is gonna go smoothly.
Exactly.
How you do that? You turn your car off, right? First thing you do, turn your car off. Why?
Comply.
You showing him that you're not trying to run away, you're not trying to escape, you're not trying to do anything, right? And then you roll your window down. Before you even get there, roll your window down and place your hands where you can see him. That don't make you a soft, or some people want. Listen, I know I'm ranting, but some people want to learn laws, right? Just so they can be provoking towards them. Oh, you can't do that. That's against my rights. I can do this, bro. You learn the law, right? Your rights, so that when something goes wrong, you can then go about the right way. You don't learn the law to be a problem, to be a provoker, an agitator. You know what I'm saying? To instigate something, just because you know the law.
I'm sitting over here smiling at this man.
No, I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
Because I get hyped when you talk like this. But y'all don't understand. Listen. He said something that was real crazy. And y'all think it takes a strong son of a gun. Alright? Y'all think it takes a strong son of a gun to retaliate. To stand 10 toes down with hate and frustration and anger. Right? I'm going to get my weapons. I'm going to pop, pop, pop. I'm going to do all this dumb stuff, right? That make me hard. That make me tough. that make me vicious. People gonna remember me. I'm gonna be a legend, right? Dumb. Like, yeah, I said what I said. Be mad. Like, my point being, y'all know how strong a ball gotta be to be different.
Yeah.
Yo, it be sometimes where I want to spaz out. That's what my man said. I got hype over here. I was like, go ahead, babe. Tell her what you do. Listen, it's not easy to collect yourself. You get what I'm saying? That's not easy. Our human response, our natural human response is to get back.
Yeah.
Don't matter what color you are.
The pride. It's the pride, man. I'm telling you.
Our natural human response is to get back. But to be so strong to not retaliate and be different, I'm gonna give you something different. I ain't like that. But let me show you how to be different. Let me show you what I do like. Let me show you what people like.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
I mean, we might have went off in a tangent, but
yeah, it was a good one though.
I love my baby.
Okay, let's get back into it, man. We got like a couple more minutes on this joint. Let's get back into this.
One fist in the air, I would stay my ground.
If I was black, I'd take the police, I'd take the whole clan, I'd put holes in their sheets. If I was black, I'd put gold on my teeth. So if you think I'm broke, you will know when I speak. If I was black, it's my face on a T, R.I.P. underneath, on my name next to free. If I was black, I would die in these streets just for speaking my mind because I had a dream. If I was black.
Tom be having too many bangers. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what I like about him, man. Y'all can't go wrong with Tom, man. Can't go wrong. Listen, I wish I would have known about him way before, all this. Because I sincerely we bumping his music. You know what I'm saying? Because he's, like I said, he has messages in his joint. He don't talk about drugs and all that cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? He let you know what's going on in the world. He let you know not just to be following people, just to be following people. You know what I'm saying? And you could be a difference. You know what I mean? And he got so many songs. It's crazy. All the ones we heard, popping. Powerful.
Yeah.
Masterful. Eye opener. You know what I'm saying?
You could tell he took his time.
Yeah.
Everything was thought through.
To the T. But again, this is Jams Media 215. We're going to get a shout out to Nova too.
Yeah.
We know you be doing your thing out there, Nova. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to leave you hanging. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do some Nova's music too.
Yes.
You know? But, Tom got so much stuff.
I really want to do gang.
Gang. I mean, so yeah, man. Y'all want us to do gang? Put it in the comments. Put the likes up. You know what I'm saying? Smash the like button. You want to do gang? Like,
Okay.
We did Ghost. I ain't gonna front. We did Ghost. But I did gang by myself. You want us to do it together. You know what I mean? Look for a little treat. You know what I mean? Put it in the comments. Smash the like button. You know what you gotta do. Okay?
You already know.
Chance me 215. We out.
Peace.
Peace.